from Asbestos. In which case, we're sorry.
Well, we're not really sorry.
We don't know you. You can't find us.
Well, you might be able to find us.
Please don't try to find us. But yeah, Asbestos. It's not our fault it was picked. It's not particularly an interesting topic.
Well, there's a couple of things you can say about asbestos.
There are a couple of things we can say. For example, again, you probably won't know this, seeing as this is the first week that podcast is out, and we've not mentioned it before on the show, but the Duke and I are paintball marshals.
Indeed we are.
We're very into paintball, we're paintball players, and we love the sport. And our boss...
If you can call it a sport, though. I believe we looked it up at one point.
We looked it up, and we actually had a big debate. The Duke and I were...
One might say we had a mass debate.
A mass debate, a debate of the masses. Although it wasn't a mass debate, was it? It was us two and
there was
two other people, two
people.
of our friends. One of them wasn't Tom. But however, anyway, we had this mass debate over whether or not paintball was a sport, and I raised the question of motor racing as a sport. What's it called? Formula 1 as a sport.
Is it a sport?
Well, it's considered a sport. It's considered a motor sport, isn't it? But if people say, what's your sport, you could say Formula 1, can't you?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Maybe you could depends whether you're a Formula 1 driver.
Yeah. Well, it does. Yeah. Okay. So not many people can say it's a sport.
Flip, are you a Formula 1 driver?
Well, now you ask it, Duke. No, I'm not.
Well, I've been a Formula 1 driver since I was 7.
Well,
and I'm loving every minute of it.
Okay, so would you class it as a sport?
No, I wouldn't class it as a sport.
That was our argument. That Formula 1 is, if you don't class paintball as a sport, Formula 1 is in no way. You can in no way not class. Well, you can't not class. Take two. If you class Formula 1 as a sport, you can't class paintball not as a sport, because
well said.
You can't not class it as a sport because, but the same definition, it uses more sporting things than Formula 1 does. I mean, we've kind of deviated from the word given to us, which was asbestos. As we were saying, we both work at a paintball site, and my boss recently tried to convince me that paintballs contained asbestos.
They don't?
Well, funny enough, no, they don't.
Why on earth not? I mean, everyone loves asbestos. Why not put it in balls that get fired at people's faces?
Well, because mainly asbestos is illegal.
Asbestos isn't illegal.
It causes cancer.
It's frowned upon by the Justice Society.
And it kills people. Okay, so asbestos, whether or not you like it, is illegal, people. If you try to put it in paintballs and shoot it at people, you'll probably get sued.
You may or
in
may
45
not.
Years when it causes the cancer.
May or may not encounter a difficulty or two. Who cares?
It's a carcinogen.
If we're all dead in 2012, it's fine.
Well, yeah, that is a good point. If we are all going to, be fucked by 2012, feel free. Put asbestos in paintballs. Hell, put it in cappuccinos for all I care.
Inject it directly into your faces.
Okay, but we're again, this is a disclaimer for the show.
Don't actually inject asbestos into your faces.
Or do anything with asbestos. It is illegal and it is a carcinogen, and you probably aren't all going to die come 2012.
What's a carcinogen?
Cancer-causing thing.
Oh. Why couldn't you just say that?
Well, because carcinogen sounds cool.
It does sound cool, but no one actually knows what a carcinogen is.
Carcinogen is a cancer-causing thing. But yeah, the chances are you're not going to die in 2012, unless of course that you're from 2013 and you're going through our archives and you paid 79p to hear this episode, and you are in fact dead.
In which case, feel free to write in.
To inebriationfm@hotmail.com.
Of course, that does depend on whether language still exists after the end of the world, and you are, of course, dead.
If you've descended to a higher plane, again, write in to inebriationfm@hotmail.com. And, let us know what it's like on that higher plane of life. Let us, yes. If you are a slug, let us. That is it. Okay, so do you think we've filled enough time about asbestos, Duke?
Yeah, we've been on it for 9 minutes or so.
9 minutes or so.
That's quite
unless
impressive.
of course this has been cut again. Fill in the time. We've been on it for amount of time. Okay, so Duke, do you want to introduce the next part of our show?
Yes, I do. Well, in this section, we like to compare a few drinks.
Yeah,
if you're lucky, we might even select a drink of the week, which coincidentally we have, and you are lucky. Unless, of course, you are allergic to all drinks
ever.
In which case, like with the 2013 victims, you are probably dead.
So, write into us at Inebriation FM.
We look forward to your email.
No, we don't. But anyway, on with this topic.
Now, the drink we've selected for this week is a little beauty called
Elchblut.
Elchblut.
Spelt E-L-C-H Blut.
It comes in a delightful little silver bottle with a little picture of what we presume to be a moose.
A moose.
Although it could be an elk.
Why we have renamed this drink Moose Poison.
A moose killer.
Moose killer. Okay. So yeah, it's got a picture of a moose on
with a little warning sign thing around it. It's all yellow and red and dangerous looking.
And we genuinely had the conversation earlier today. Could this be some kind of moose poison?
So we looked it up online, and everything we could find about it was in what we presume to be German. So we still don't actually know whether it is moose poison or not.
However, we did see the word liquor, which we presume, using our incredible bilingual skills, the bilingual being partly English, partly Spanish.
Oh, hang on, it says alcohol on the back.
Ah, there you go. Unless mooses are allergic to alcohol and have all been killed by alcohol, which, if they have, you can write into inebriationfm@hotmail.com.
Send in your pictures of moose, or moosei.
Moosepods.
Moosepods. Moosinogens.
Moosepods. Yeah, so, anyway, we're going to try this drink and let you know what it sounds or tastes like.
What it sounds like. I think it's much more interesting than what it actually tastes like.
Well, we'll try and describe it to you.
Okay.
Well, there was the opening. Dun dun dun.
I don't know if you heard that. I'm actually just going to close it up again.
And open it again.
Okay.
They didn't hear that.
They probably didn't hear that.
Okay, take a swig.
Okay.
Flip. No. What's your name?
Ugh.
Doc. No. I've forgotten his name.
That's horrible.
Okay, well, let me have a go.
It tastes like...
it tastes like burning!
Oh, God.
Yeah, it does literally taste like burning with a slight strawberry scent. Or essence, or whatever you want to call it.
You can't go far wrong with strawberry.
You can't, unless, of course, you mix it with moose poison. In which case, you've probably gone wrong, and you need help.
Immediate doctoral intervention.
Yes. So that concludes Drink of the Week. In which the final...
God, my throat is melting.
Well, there you go. In which concludes Elkblut, or as we've named it, Moose Killer, is fucking rank.
Don't drink it, unless, of course, you want to drink it. In which case, drink it. It's like licorice combined with turd.
So we're coming to the end of the show. We've discussed things. We're relatively...
I've been disgusted.
We have been disgusted.
We've disgusted.
So...
Monkey fucking.
In the show we've encountered monkey fucking.
We haven't...
Well, we haven't encountered the monkey fucking.
Maybe a little bit.
We've read a story about monkey fucking. We've talked about asbestos. One thing that we haven't actually talked about, that we said we were going to talk about, is Masons. Because on our walk down here to this incredibly dark, lonesome, and relatively scary field that we're in, we said we were going to talk about Masons. And
by the bloody Queen we shall.
By the Queen. We shall talk about Masons. For, again, those of you that don't know what Masons are, they are one of the only people in the UK that are exempt from sort of traditional knife-carrying laws.
By knife you mean claymore.
Well, claymore, yeah.
Claymore, knife, it's not too much of a difference.
In the UK, the law states that you can't carry a locking blade longer than 6 inches.
Not a locking blade at all, or a blade over 6 inches.
Okay, there you go. And you can't carry a blade that locks or 1 over 6 inches. However, if you are part of this masonry group, you are exempt from this law, and you can carry a claymore, which is a bloody big sword.
Nice big double-handed sword.
Which could quite easily kill someone.
Cleave someone in twain.
As the Queen would say.
As the Queen
would say. So yeah, we can't actually work out why, or what it is these Mason people do. Because I have a friend who's a Mason, or well, a friend of a friend whose stepdad is a Mason. If you're getting technical, and from what I can tell, all he does is stand outside a building carrying a claymore, whilst the other Masons have a little tea party inside.
Sounds like quite a laugh, actually. I don't personally own a claymore, but if I was given the opportunity, I would love to own a claymore. If a policeman walked up to me in the street and said, "You, sir, do you have a claymore?" I would say no. If he then followed that statement up with, "Would you like a claymore?" I would probably say yes. I mean, claymores are brilliant. They're nice and big and metally.
Yeah, but the point I'm getting
pointy
at is
and
why
sharp.
Why would you
and
go?
Shiny.
Why would you go to meet up once a week or
shiny?
More than once a week?
Did I say shiny?
Yeah, you said shiny. Shiny. You said shiny. Why would you go to meet up once a week just to carry a bloody big sword outside of this building? I mean, it seems fucking ridiculous.
But more specifically, the question you should be asking yourself is, why shouldn't you be meeting up once every week to carry a bloody big sword outside a building? I mean, who wouldn't? I would.
You drank all of this moose poison.
I didn't drink all the moose poison.
There's fuck all left, aren't there? Fuck all left.
Wasn't very much in the bottle anyway, then.
There wasn't. So if we wake up dead in the morning, because of this moose poison, we'll write in to inebriatedfm@hotmail.com. If you yourself are a Mason, and you carry a bloody big claymore just because you can, and it's not illegal, write in to inebriatedfm@hotmail.com.
Even more so if you are dead, or, well, homosexual. That's very topical.
Yeah, we've covered homos in this show.
If you are a Mason who enjoys fish bowling, that would be even better. If you are a dead Mason who enjoys fish bowling,
who married a monkey,
who died because of asbestos poisoning, that would be perfect.
Or if you just carry a bloody big claymore, regardless of whether or not it's illegal, write in to inebriationfm@hotmail.com.
That is .com, just in case.
.com. What did I say?
I don't. You said .com, but I thought maybe they wouldn't hear. That's spelled DOTCOM.
And DOT is spelled full stop or period if you're an American, which we have never got over the humour that you would label a grammatical symbol after something that happens once a month to women's vaginas.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a good note to bid good night to you on.
Unless, of course, you're listening to this in the morning, in which case, good morning.
So, Flip Spiceland saying good night.
And the Duke de Pompadour saying, fuck you.
We are relatively pissed. I need to urinate. And the Duke has an erection. So,
this seems like the perfect time to sign off.
So,
au revoir, mon chéri.
Good night.